Hey man, say man, you know the Playmaker, it's the Playmaker Hollywood Zay.
And DJ Papa Ron.
Hey, and today we got a special invited guest all the way from Highland Hills with us, man. Let's give it up one time for TTM Tooley.
The real black Negroes in the building.
You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, gang?
Well, I'm blessed, man. Blessed to be here. Yes,
Hey, so walk me down the path from Highland Hills to this very moment, bro. Because there's been a lot of work that got put in between now and then.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just a little kid, Highland Hills, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always wanted to rap, though, you feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? I went through my ups and downs, trials and tribulations, but I'm here now, and like I said, I'm blessed.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Hey, bro, and you rap like with a level of like loyalty, street politics, and betrayal that it hit kind of hard, like the details. You know what I'm saying? So, like, is it ever emotionally draining to bring that much truth into your music?
No, you know, I grew up around my pops and all the OGs in Highland Hills, and they always used to bang that Jeezy. So that's what I look up to. You know what I'm
You
saying?
trying to motivate the trap,
motivate the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. So, is it therapeutic for you a little bit though?
Yes, sir. To tell my life and tell my story. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know you stayed fiercely independent in an era where kind of signing a deal is like kind of what people have as a goal. Why has that been so important to you?
You know, I'm just working with my team behind the scenes, and if we come across the right deal, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna move on it. But right now, we're just gonna stay independent and push our brand.
Right.
Like you said with the you can hear the inspiration from Jeezy in your music, especially with records like The Border and stuff like that. What's your favorite record right now today?
My favorite record right now today is probably I don't know, I'm biased, but me and Sauce, I just feel like we had that connection soon as we got in the studio. That's my
chemistry
favorite.
behind that record.
Yeah, the chemistry. Yep.
For sure.
I know a lot of people from the city rap, bro, but you sound like you from the section for real. You know what I'm saying? What makes Toolie different from other Dallas rappers here in the city, though?
I'm not gonna say I'm different from nobody. We all getting money, we all getting to it. It's not no competition. The whole city.
But it's okay to stand out.
Yeah,
it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us unique.
Yeah. We all doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be the next man up.
Right.
I know that's right.
Right. So I know you built this off the muscle blow, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Instagram, no blueprint, no big homie handout. What's been the hardest part for you thinking as far as keeping the buzz going?
The hardest part is the determination and just the growing within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the hard days. You know what I'm saying? The days that it's gonna be slow. The days you're not gonna have a fan listen to your music.
What do you do when you feel like back against the wall like that, though? Is there a process you got? Is there something that you do, or like what you like?
I was raised in a Baptist home, so I'm believing in God. So as long as you have faith, you know what I'm saying. So
for sure,
just keep going.
For sure.
One thing that I noticed, man, that your pops is here, and he like 10 toes with you. Has having your pops in your corner been influential in everything that you've done up until now?
You know what I'm saying? My pops, he always kept me on the right road. You know what I'm saying? He always told me, son, you can do whatever you want. You know, I don't got my mom, so that's my only parent. You know what I'm saying? So that is big for me and big for every young man to have their father. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate him for being on this journey with me.
No, that's right.
That's dope. You know what? Which brings up an interesting question, right? Because you said you just got your dad, and a lot of people just got their mom.
Yeah.
So what's been the difference on that for you, just on a personal level?
The difference is it just ain't no hug like your mama hug. So when you go through things, you ain't got your mama to hug you. But like I said, I got my dad, and he been here. You know what I'm saying? So. It's all love. Right.
I know visually your videos are consistent, authentic locations, minimal effects. It's always just more rawness. How important is it to you that your visuals kind of like match your real life?
It's very important to me because I want the label to see I'm investing in myself. Right. So when we come to the label, we tell them, hey man, we got this and we've been doing this. So I'm just trying to put out the best quality work, you know what I'm saying? Not quantity, quality. So even we got to drop less and put more money behind production. That's very important to me.
Yeah, and we got to kicking it with you, so we got to hear a couple records and all that. But like, what's your approach to like creative control? Like what do you like when you're writing or recording? Whatever how you feel that day, you mapping out projects. Is it a long-term vision? Is something kind of like in the moment? Do you kind of like drop everything and say, hey, I gotta lay this down right now, or is it something like, hey, when I get to the stool next Thursday, what's the process with you there?
It used to be going there and freestyle, but Money, he trying to get me to write more and be more, have a better connection with music and don't don't take advantage of your talent. Don't just go in there and treat the mic like it's not worth anything. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and actually write your songs and feel it, have the connection with the beat. You know what I'm saying? Go through different beats. So he helping me get my approach to making music better. You know what I mean?
And then what was the approach with this record right here, the Money record?
I got Money record. I don't know. I just like me and my brothers and my team. We all just feel like we getting money together, and it was just one day I was just like, I got money, he got money, and we all just was jamming it. I wrote it and told Mr. Pull Up. He made the beat on site, and we just recorded it, and I hope it's gonna be a banger.
You know, my bad. Shout out little Mister, man.
Yeah, shout out little Mister, man.
You gotta give Mister his props, man. One of the best in the city, hands down, when it comes to production.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Let's not hold off the city anymore, man. Let's go ahead and introduce it for the first time ever being premiered right here on 97.9, the biggest.
Yes, sir.
With the Toxic Boys, man. Go talk to him, Toolie.
Hey, this TTM Tooley. We present I Got Money. You heard it first with the Toxic Boy. Let's drop it on 979 The Beat.
It's a Toxic Boys world premiere.
Another world premiere.
On 97.9 The Beats.
Big Five in the city is called I Got Money on your 97.9 The Beat with the playmaker Hollywood Zay.
And DJ Pop and Run.
TTM Tooley.
Come on, man. Hey, you see how I did that?
Yeah,
You see how I did that? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yes,
you know what's
sir.
going down, man. Hey, so listen, long term, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your vision? I know some folks have it, some folks don't, you know what I'm saying? But let's talk legacy.
Okay.
If it all ended tomorrow and they had to define TTM Tooley in just a few words, what would those words be?
Giving. I'm very giving. I'm very welcoming, and I'm very. I'm not self-centered. My life, I feel like I was put on this earth to be a blessing to others and not myself.
Real. That's real.
Yeah.
You don't hear that a lot.
You know, so you consider yourself selfless.
Yes.
That's dope.
That's dope.
I did.
Absolutely.
I did a big Christmas giveaway last year in Highland Hills. 979 The Beat actually pulled up. Yeah.
That's
so,
dope.
Yes, sir.
You should come join us for Zay Day.
Yes, sir.
So every year for Zay Day, we give away 150 backpacks filled with school supplies and
love to do
haircuts
that.
for the kids to go, for the back to school thing. But
Yes.
we're gonna talk off air
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit more about that. Now let's talk about what's coming up next. This record with Sauce Walker, Ask Around.
Okay.
Big record.
Big record.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Sonically, y'all chemistry, everything sounds good. I know I shouldn't even be talking about this yet, but the thing is, like, I'm just so excited with his music catalog right now, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And outside of that, he just got a good character, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna shoot the alley-oop, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the alley-oop. So take me to that moment when y'all put that record together.
When we put the record together, you know what I'm saying, Sauce came in the studio, he heard the record, and I could tell he messed with it off the bat, and we locked in, and Sauce really messed with me because he see I'm a genuine person. Like,
Right.
I come in the rap game, I'm not all about the money, I'm not all about the fame, I just trying to kick another dough down to create generational wealth for my family.
Right.
And another thing y'all got in common, you're strong father figures in your life by
Yes,
your
sir.
daddy's being like right there
Yes, sir.
with you every step of the way, which is another connection I see between
Yes, sir.
you and Sauce.
Yep.
And speaking of Sauce, if you could work with anybody in the industry right now for a feature, who would it be?
Jeezy.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Jeezy.
Jeezy. I knew you was gonna say that.
For sure.
Jeezy. Yeah.
What's your most underrated record in your catalog? Like, sometimes we like a specific record.
It's a
but-
country song.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I'm really versatile with my music, but right now we're just gonna stick to what the fans want to hear. But I'm
Right.
really versatile. As time go on, y'all will see it.
Right.
I'm really versatile.
Speaking of versatility, what's one thing that Highland Hills taught you that no other neighborhood could teach you?
Highland Hills just taught me perseverance. It just taught me keep a level head and never get big headed and never think you're the biggest dog and underdog's gonna win all the time.
Right.
So don't never count nobody out.
No, never count.
Never
That's a
count
fact.
nobody out.
That's
You
a
can be on
fact.
top today, but that don't mean you're gonna be on top next year.
So you know what? While we on that subject, what's the biggest thing that you think that maybe you've sacrificed that your fans just don't know about?
Time with my kids.
That's a big one. That's a
Time
big
with my
sacrifice.
kids. Yeah, I sacrifice time with my kids, and when they get older, and they gonna understand that the time is never worth it. But I had to do what I had to do for them.
Yeah. And there's a bar in one of your records that stood out to me. Mama told me watch the people close because the love be fake. How has fame and that local buzz kind of like changed your long-term vision?
The love. One thing I had to do, even when I pray to the Lord, and He tell me, don't never expect nobody to be like you. So
We talk about this all the time.
Exactly.
So I have to tell people. So if I give somebody $10 and they down, and I'm down, I don't expect them to give me $10 because that's not in their character. We all is on this planet Earth for different reasons. And my reasoning is to be a blessing to others.
Boy, I got to clap for that. Because a lot of times we do that. We had that spirit of we giving and we have to receive.
No.
But sometimes
it don't work like that.
It don't work like
some
that.
of us are batteries, bro.
Yeah.
Which means we go and give somebody a charge, and then we got to go in that room. We got to get our prayer on, recharge, and we got to go out and give it all over again.
Yes, sir.
And nobody ever gives us anything, and that's just our role on this earth, bro.
Yes, sir.
Any last thoughts for your fans here in Dallas Fort Worth for a message? Actually, before you even answer that,
okay,
let me ask you this.
Okay.
What would be your advice to yourself going back 5 years now? If you could give advice to yourself 5 years from now, basically back then, and this version of you, what would you say to yourself in a sentence?
Just self-reflect. Before you go into them rooms, self-reflect. Before you blame anybody else, self-reflect. Before you try to spaz out on anybody, self-reflection is the best reflection. So just self-reflect.
I like this guy.
I like this guy.
Go on, give us your last thoughts for your fans here in Dallas Fort Worth.
I just hope y'all grow with me and everybody grow with me. And a shout out to everybody in the city doing their thing. It's no competition. We all winning, man. TTM business.
Let's give it one time for TTM Tooley.